Welcome to Woogala community, also known as Beswick. Woogala is 1 hour's drive southeast of the township of Katherine. Sunrise Health Service provides primary health care to the Katherine region, including the Woogala community. The Sunrise philosophy is that healthy communities result when Indigenous people own and control their health services.
Sunrise is a community-controlled organisation, and this organisation actually it is bound by a constitution, and we actually follow the constitution. There's regular board meetings, there are regular elections, and so on. And really speaking, we are governed by this board. Woogala is one of our communities which we have targeted for men's health awareness and promoting men's health. Just 2 months ago, we launched the Male Health Centre as part of the men's health program. And this is to encourage men. Men feel that they are left out because the clinic is not user-friendly. They don't go to the clinic. And so we've got this whole new place within the clinic compound where men can go there without feeling shame, and they can go there, they can have a check, a place to sit down, to chat. They can make a cup of tea and just read if they want, or just meet with other people and so on, and get their health checks done, get their blood pressures tested, their sugars tested, and so on.
It is absolutely fascinating work. The people are almost invariably friendly and courteous and grateful for any help we give them. It is absolutely fantastic working in a team situation, and I'm not just saying this because I'm in front of a camera. I really love my job. I feel very privileged to be able to do this. The
rates of chronic diseases in all our communities are very high. If we can make even a slight dent, I think when we talk about the Closing the Gap initiative, which is a nationwide initiative, this is one area that we'll be able to do something about.
Of course, our aim is to provide excellence of care, evidence-based health care, to deliver a service which anybody else in Australia already takes for granted, and also to close the gap, which is a huge challenge, of course.
Medical professionals coming into the region will face cultural challenges.
When we first came to the Northern Territory in 1991, somebody who'd been here for some time said to my husband and me that people who'd been here 10 minutes were the biggest experts of all, and after you'd been here 10 years you'd realise that you knew nothing, and in fact that is so true. I feel incredibly ignorant, even though I've been on cultural awareness courses and I've tried to learn Creole and lots of interesting things and lots of ways of trying to understand. But the Indigenous cultures here are completely different. They are so different from my personal culture, from my way of thinking and being, that it is frequently really amazing to me to realise the differences. It is certainly challenging working in a cross-cultural situation, but in fact, if you work in a big city, you are probably already working in a cross-cultural situation with people from different religious and cultural and national backgrounds. An interesting thing about the kind of work that we do here is that culturally, with all the Aboriginal people I have certainly worked with, there is a very definite need for women to work with women and men to work with men in general. Having said that, like anybody, Indigenous people mostly want to be given health care by people they know and trust. And in that respect, for example, my husband has been, he was a GP for Minyeri community on and off for 13 years, and because of that, and longer actually, because of that he was definitely trusted by the women there who would not see the female locums but wait to see him when he came back about their most intimate female gynecological issues. So it's not an absolute, but it definitely is generally true that women would prefer female healthcare providers.
Being a doctor in a remote community is a rare professional opportunity mixed with a bit of adventure.
Sometimes I drive to work, sometimes I fly, and on a few occasions I've actually had to catch a boat, a tinny, which has been fairly exciting because we don't follow a creek particularly, just going across flooded waterways. Over the time I've been in Katherine, I've actually seen a great deal of change in the sophistication of the health service delivery models, and a lot of good things and some bad things, but mostly good things have happened. And every year I look back and I think, well, in fact, even though we all grumble about, for example, remote IT connection problems or all sorts of things, every year is better than the year before in general in the way things are happening.
Come and enjoy with our mobile. We'll show you something really good one. No crocodiles.